Who is the best Splatoon character? Well, I created a tier list in which I will be ranking every single character that has appeared in more than one of the games. Given that Splatoon 1 was on the Wii U and the Wii U didn't have as much processing power as the Switch has today, I would say that the design that they put into Marie is pretty good. You know, very nice design, quite memorable. You'll recognize her everywhere in the series. So therefore, I'll put it in very. Moving on to Splatoon 2 Marie. Splatoon 2 is on the Switch, and the only place where you can find Marie on the game, I say it's on the Switch because it has way more processing power in comparison to the Wii U. When I first entered the Octo Canyon in Splatoon 2, I really thought it was a Grandmaster. I'm not going to lie, she didn't look too young. So therefore, it's a nice design, but it doesn't look at all like the Splatoon 1 design, or for that matter, the Splatoon 3 design. So therefore, say it's decent. Then moving on to Splatoon 3 Marie, here they did a little more effort. They put in a little more effort than Splatoon 2 Marie. So I would say it's a very good design as well. Looks a little more professional. The white really, makes it look like a leader, captain. Moving on to Callie. Splatoon 1 Callie. Uh, I would say her design is very good. She has a much more dynamic personality than Marie has. Marie is the one, that introduces the stages, but Callie has the one that has an opinion about all the stages and things to say. The Splatoon 2 Callie. Her design is very, very simplistic. Just like Marie and Splatoon 2, they moved away completely from their original Squid Sisters design. I would say she could be better. Reason why I say this is well, she doesn't do anything. The stats she gives you is pretty good, but then again, if you have the app on your phone, you can just find all the stats there. To Splatoon 3, I'm a very big fan. She is still as expressive as she is in Splatoon 1, but her design is better. It fits nice with Marie's design for Splatoon 3. And, overall, I just like her better. The Splatoon 2 item. For Pearl, I'd say she has very good design. Very nice design. I'd say she's better designed than all three of the others. Marina in Splatoon 2. I have one thing to say about favorite. All right, moving on. We have the Splatoon 3 item. If we go Big Man, also, once again, Big Man favorite. Shiver, on the other hand. And you can clearly see in Shiver's design that she looks like a shark a lot more. The pointy tentacles, the pointy eyes, everything just, you know. So, and then again, also she has a very nice design. I would say she's very good design. And then, Fry. Yeah, Fry, I'd say she's decent. She has a decent design. You know, Interesting. You can clearly see she's coming from the eastern region. That's all I'm going to say. Captain Cuddles. And of course, he also appears in every single game. Personally, I think he could be better. He has decent design. I think there is some room for improvement, but it's not on the level of Cali. Splatoon 2, Captain Cuddles. Now, of him, I'm a very big fan. He's got the vibes, of the grandfather that still thinks he's young. Splatoon 3, Captain Cuddlefish. So, as this kind of sub quest throughout the story mode, it is for you to rescue him. In the early stage of the game, he gets kidnapped by Mr. Grizz, and as you rescue the Great Crab Zapfish, you also rescue him. Then, but before he gets kidnapped, you can see he's clearly not meant to be the main guy throughout the game. Uh, as he not very much detail in him, but also the design gives you the feel that he's just a standy, Hawaiian clothes or just casual clothes. Looks like it looks like as if he's returning from a holiday or something. So he's a decent design. Doesn't contribute much. You only see him for a small amount. Then this might be a controversial take, but this post game Captain Cuddle is absolutely terrible. He just freaks me out. I don't know how he's still alive. Man. He's just a dried out piece of beef jerky, and gross. No, we have merch from Splatoon 2 and Splatoon 1 merch. I'd say he's decent. When I first talked to him, I was almost a little bit offended. This short little thing talking to me as if he's so much superior than me, and like I'm just a waste of his time. But he's very useful to you throughout the game. You can do a lot of things you can't do regularly. It's got that entire feel of being below, not as much as Spike, but it still feels like, shady below the radar. Then Splatoon 3, he's now grown up, a lot more chill, not nearly. So I'd say for that I'm a fan simply of his design. And the way he talks to you is not as dismissive as his earlier version. Spike. So Spike is now in every single game. Splatoon 1, Splatoon 2, and Splatoon. Splatoon 2 is the game where he doesn't do anything. He just sits in the window and it doesn't even be he could be better. Of course, it's just a little thing as an Easter egg for you, but still, he could be a bigger Easter egg. Maybe look up to you and wave or something. I don't know. But Splatoon 1 and Splatoon 3 Spike is exactly the same, except for the fact that Splatoon 3 Spike is British, and for that alone, just because he's British, I'll put him in very. I'm a big fan of Brit. And then, of course, we've got Sheldon. The only thing that differs from each game is his design. It that just gets a little more complicated each game. But he's the same annoying little piece of crap every single game. So therefore, he's decent. And then little buddy, I'm a big fan of his design. He's just so cute. And I know he isn't in any of the other games, but still, little buddy, so cute. I just had to put him. I feel like that was quite a ramble. But if you made it this far, thank you so much, and hope you have a great day. Bye.